One of the best features of Stardew Valley is that you can play the game however you want. As you progress, you'll make money, friends, and of course, mistakes. As an experienced Stardew farmer, I've made a ton of these over the years. So I compiled my best tips for intermediate farmers to make your farm run just a little bit more smoothly. While some of these are relevant for the new 1.6 update, others also work for 1.5. So my dear console and mobile farmers, don't feel too left out. Stick around to the end for the greatest farming tip of all time. As always, if you learned something new, comment Grobis for a heart. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. So here it is, 6 tips and tricks to take your farm to the next level. In Stardew Valley, inventory management can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. We have the option to easily stack and organize items in a chest. But when it comes to your own inventory, this is usually where things get messy. Inventory management can be even tougher on consoles, since you gotta scroll to find stuff. The struggle only gets worse once you buy the final backpack upgrade from Pierre. You could find yourself in the mines frantically looking for carrots you thought you had, or find yourself rodless at the beach. This usually happens because when you pause the game, you can manually click on an item in your backpack to move it directly to your hand. But when you click on an item in a chest, it will automatically jump to your nearest open backpack slot. It can be quite tedious to manually reorganize your fully upgraded backpack. So here's a pro tip to save some time. If you want to grab an item to hold and use, put an irrelevant item from your top row in the chest first. Now when you click on the item you need, it will easily pop into your empty top row spot. Now grab that relevant item and it'll jump back to your backpack without you having to physically click on every empty spot. Basically, you're auto-sorting your backpack in a second by putting the needed items in front and the unneeded items at the back. Has this ever happened to you? You wake up to the sound of rain and see it's an amazingly lucky day. Today's the day you're gonna catch that pesky fish at a faraway fishing spot. You stock up on fishing buffs and head out. You finally reach the spot and you forgot your fishing rod. Even if you're in the late game with a bunch of totems, this can cause unnecessary frustration. Well, no more. Once you break through the initial money hurdle, you can buy lots of purple fishing rods with bobbers and bait. Build a chest next to your favorite fishing spot and watch your worries disappear. Having a chest close to a fishing spot is always a good idea, because you can obviously also store your catches without ever running out of space. I usually have one at the beach, mountains, desert, and Ginger Island. Happy fishing! Since we're talking about fishing, here's how you can make over 1 million gold in just 3 days. Yeah, you heard right! And yes, this one works for my beloved 1.5 farmers as well. Once you find 100 golden walnuts on Ginger Island, you'll unlock Mr. Key's quests. One of these is called the Extended Family Quest. All of these quests are low-key good, but this is the best one for making money in my humble opinion. The walnuts themselves can be kinda hard to find, so do check out my guide on that if you're interested in getting stinking rich. Make sure you have a decent fishing rod and equip it with quality and trap bobbers. With the Extended Family Quest, you're able to catch different versions of the legendary fish. This is pretty lucrative for any of the seasonal legendaries, but the Legend 2 is the most valuable. These sell for between 5,000 to 15,000 gold depending on its quality and your profession. For those already in 1.6, make sure you have a fish smoker or 2 close by, and you'll almost literally never have to work again. This is great for the late game when you've suddenly run out of money, or if you're saving up to buy the golden clock. The quest lasts 3 days, so be sure to get started on day 1 for maximum profits. Happy fishing! 1.6 introduced us to the Mastery Cave, a mysterious location that opens up once you've reached level 10 in all 5 of your skills. If you're like me, you'll likely reach Foraging level 10 lost. but there's actually a very good reason to make it a priority early on. The best ways to level the skill is to chop down large tree weeds during green rain or to harvest wild seeds with the gatherer profession for double XP. You could also read the Woodcutter's Weekly or Book of Stars for a stunning 250 XP. Once you obtain the Foraging Mastery, you'll unlock the recipe for the incredible Mystic Tree seeds. Now, why are these so great? Well, if you can grow them to full size and slap a tapper on them, you'll collect Mystic Sap. Shocking, I know! Mix your sap with 5 hardwood and 10 moss to create the all-new treasure totem. This thing is just amazing. It's a bit of a hassle to get, but if you stay focused, it can be yours before you know it. Use these treasure totems to find the missing artifacts that you still need to find for the museum. This way, you won't have to search everywhere for it anymore. One of the best farming loot items in the game is the pungent monster musk. It doubles the amount of enemies that spawn in the mines, making it perfect for topping up your loot, completing the Adventurers Guild, or leveling up your combat skill. It's now possible to unlock this powerful buff in year 1 already, and it's all thanks to the bookseller. Don't forget to check your calendar for this little balloon, which means the bookseller is gonna spawn near Joja Mart. The bookseller will trade you the Combat Quarterly book for the Monster Musk recipe. This book has a tiny chance of dropping from mystery boxes, fishing chests, or the traveling cart lady's stock. If you save up, you can even purchase the Combat Quarterly for a price between 5,000 and 10,000 gold, which is a lot in year 1, but totally worth it. A while back, I asked my loyal Lillians to give me their best tips for the 1.6 update. I've made a video or 2 with your responses, but there was one that was so funny I just had to include it in a future video. The best tip to play Stardew Valley 1.6 in 2024 is... don't play on console. Thanks a lot, Nathan, for your insight and rubbing salt into the wounds of the dedicated non-PC farmers. Keep them coming. In all seriousness, I really can't wait for all the Stardew Valley farmers to finally have the 1.6 experience. Considering they posted this tweet a while back, so it's good to know that we'll all be eating good very soon. Thanks for watching this video. Your support and kind comments really keep me going. Like and subscribe for more ezlilyy, and I'll see you in the next video.